Good morning, my friend. Let me ask you something important. What did you have for breakfast today? Was it a warm, comforting bowl of oatmeal? If so, you're not alone. Millions of older adults, just like you, start their day with it, believing it's one of the healthiest choices they can make. And honestly, I used to think the same. As a health educator who's worked with seniors for over 15 years, I've recommended oatmeal countless times. It's high in fiber, easy to digest, and gives us that feeling of doing something kind for our hearts, our digestion, and our energy. But here's the truth, and it might surprise you. What if I told you that your seemingly healthy oatmeal breakfast could actually be quietly working against your health, raising your blood sugar, increasing inflammation, and even causing mental fog and energy crashes later in the day? I know that sounds unbelievable, but stick with me, because in this video, I'm going to walk you through 3 common foods, yes, just 3, that many people over 60 are unknowingly mixing with oatmeal, turning a healthy breakfast into a silent health hazard. You likely have these foods sitting in your kitchen right now. They might look harmless, even healthy, but when combined with oatmeal, they can disrupt your blood sugar, stress your heart, and even interfere with brain clarity. As someone who deeply cares about helping you feel your best, not just today, but for the long run, I want you to have all the facts. Backhand index pointing right, so please, stay with me until the very end. I'm not just going to tell you what to avoid. I'll also share simple, science-backed swaps you can use to rebuild your oatmeal into the powerhouse breakfast it's meant to be. Because it's not the oatmeal that's the issue, it's what you pair with it. Before we get into the details, can I ask a small favor? White heavy check mark if you're someone who wants to make better choices for your health as you age, especially when it comes to food. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the little bell so you never miss a chance to learn something that could protect your heart, your brain, and your energy. And one more thing, I'd love to hear from you. As you're watching, if something surprises you or makes you rethink how you've been eating, please drop a comment below. Even just writing, "I learned something today," helps me know I'm reaching the right people. You see, aging doesn't mean giving up the foods we love. It means learning how to work with our bodies instead of against them. And breakfast, the very first thing we put into our system each day, has the power to set the tone for everything that follows. So if you've ever felt tired after breakfast, if you've ever had brain fog in the morning, or if you've noticed your energy crashing before lunch, this might be exactly what you've been missing. Let's dive in. Let's look at what you should never pair with oatmeal, and more importantly, what you should, so you can continue to nourish your body the smart, gentle, powerful way it deserves. Because at this stage in life, you deserve breakfasts that fuel your strength, not secretly sabotage it. Ready? Let's get started. Skip the juice. Why fruit juice and oatmeal don't mix? Let me paint a familiar picture. You wake up feeling refreshed. The morning sun is pouring through your window. You head to the kitchen and prepare a warm, cozy bowl of oatmeal, maybe steel-cut oats or old-fashioned, just the way you like it. And to complete the meal, you pour yourself a tall glass of orange juice. After all, what could be more wholesome than oats and orange juice? A classic breakfast, right? Blue square, well, not so fast. Green square, while both oatmeal and orange juice have been marketed for decades as part of a healthy breakfast, together, they may be doing more harm than good, especially if you're over 60. Here's why. Orange juice, even the kind labeled as 100% natural, is essentially fruit without its most protective component, fiber. When you eat a whole orange, the natural sugars are packaged with fiber that slows down digestion and helps stabilize your blood sugar. But when that orange is juiced, all that fiber is stripped away. What you're left with is a highly concentrated dose of sugar in liquid form, often just as much sugar as a can of soda. Blue square, in fact, a single 8-ounce glass of orange juice can contain 20 to 25 grams of sugar. That's up to 6 teaspoons, before you've even taken your first bite of oatmeal. Green square, and here's where the real problem begins. Oatmeal itself is a carbohydrate-rich food. When eaten alone, especially the old-fashioned or steel-cut kind, it provides a slow, steady release of energy. But when you drink fruit juice alongside it, you're flooding your bloodstream with an extra surge of glucose. This combination causes a rapid blood sugar spike, followed by the inevitable crash. Now, when you're 25, your body may recover quickly. But for older adults, especially those managing prediabetes, type 2 diabetes, or high blood pressure, this repeated blood sugar roller coaster becomes dangerous. Blue square can lead to inflammation, insulin resistance, and even put added strain on your heart and brain. Green square, over time, you may notice it in subtle ways: mid-morning fatigue, fuzzy thinking, irritability, or stubborn weight gain around the belly. And perhaps the most frustrating part? You thought you were doing something healthy. Green Square, I've worked with many older patients who followed this exact breakfast routine for years, only to realize it was undermining their progress. One woman in her 70s told me she felt wired and tired by 10 a.m. every day and couldn't understand why. When we removed the juice and added a few smart swaps, her energy stabilized within a week. White heavy check mark, so what should you drink with oatmeal instead? Keep it simple. A glass of water is your best ally. It hydrates and supports digestion without the sugar spike. If you enjoy something warm, opt for herbal tea like chamomile or peppermint, or black coffee, just no added sugar. And if you crave that fruity flavor, reach for the whole fruit instead. A handful of blueberries, a few apple slices, or some raspberries provide sweetness plus the fiber that keeps your blood sugar steady. Blue Square, remember, oatmeal isn't the problem, and orange juice isn't inherently bad either. Green Square, but together, they form a high glycemic duo that your aging body may not handle as gracefully as it once did. So tomorrow morning, do your body a favor. Skip the juice. Choose water or tea. Add some fresh berries instead. It's a small change, but one that could make a big difference in how you feel, hour by hour, day by day. And if this tip resonates with you, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment below and tell me, what do you usually pair with your oatmeal? Let's learn from each other and age stronger together. 2. Flavored yogurt or sweetened milk, the sneaky sweeteners in your morning bowl. Let's continue our conversation heart-to-heart. Now that we've uncovered the truth about fruit juice, let's talk about another common oatmeal companion that might look innocent, but can be quietly undermining your health: flavored yogurt and sweetened milk. I know what you might be thinking, but doctor, my vanilla yogurt makes my oats taste so creamy and comforting. And a little splash of almond milk never hurt anyone, right? Trust me, I get it. These habits often come from a good place. You want to make your breakfast more enjoyable. You want it to taste like a treat. And for many of my senior patients, these combinations bring back memories of comfort and warmth from earlier years. But let's take a closer look together, because that treat might be tricking your body in ways you never expected. The sugar trap you didn't see coming. Most flavored yogurts, even the ones that say low-fat or natural, are loaded with added sugars. A typical 6-ounce serving of vanilla yogurt can contain 12 to 20 grams of sugar. That's the equivalent of 3 to 5 teaspoons of sugar in just 1 cup. Now pair that with oatmeal, which is already a carbohydrate-rich food. And what do you get? A double dose of sugar that causes a sharp spike in blood sugar levels. For younger folks, their bodies may bounce back quickly. But if you're over 60, like many of my clients, your metabolism and insulin response aren't as quick or forgiving. These blood sugar surges are often followed by sudden crashes, leaving you feeling tired, foggy-headed, and sometimes even irritable just a couple of hours after eating. And it doesn't stop there. Chronic inflammation and the invisible stress. Over time, that sugar overload doesn't just affect your energy. It causes chronic inflammation, which can quietly contribute to joint pain, poor sleep, brain fog, and that stubborn belly weight that just doesn't seem to budge, no matter how hard you try. For older adults, chronic inflammation isn't just uncomfortable, it's dangerous. It increases your risk for heart disease, memory loss, and even certain types of cancer. And what about that sweetened milk you've been adding? Almond milk, oat milk, soy milk, they sound healthy, and they can be. But unless you're buying unsweetened versions, you might be sipping on something closer to a milkshake than a health food. Many of these contain hidden sugars and thickeners that your body doesn't need. So what should you do instead? Let's talk solutions, because you don't have to give up the creamy texture you love. Here's what I recommend to my clients. Use plain, unsweetened Greek yogurt. It's thick, rich in protein, and keeps you full longer without spiking your blood sugar. Add a touch of natural sweetness with fresh fruits like berries, apple slices, or even a spoonful of mashed banana. Switch to unsweetened almond or oat milk. Just a small splash will give your oats that smooth texture without the sugar overload. Top with a sprinkle of cinnamon for flavor and a bonus blood sugar stabilizing effect. These small swaps might sound simple, but they can change the way your body feels after breakfast. You'll have more energy, better focus, and less of that 10 a.m. crash. A gentle reminder from someone who cares. If you've been adding sweetened yogurt or milk to your oats for years, I'm not here to make you feel bad. I'm here to help you feel better. I've seen firsthand how these gentle changes, made with care and intention, can improve digestion, reduce inflammation, and bring back that vibrant energy many of my clients thought they'd lost forever. So tomorrow morning, when you reach for your oatmeal, ask yourself, is this going to fuel me or fool me? And if you found this helpful, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and drop a comment below. What do you usually pair with your oats? Have you tried any of these swaps? Your story might inspire someone else today. 3. Processed meats, the salty saboteurs at your breakfast table. Let me paint a picture for you. You've just made a warm bowl of oatmeal, maybe topped with a few berries and a touch of cinnamon. Then, to round it out, you add a couple slices of bacon or sausage on the side. Sounds balanced, right? A mix of whole grains, protein, and comfort food. I hear this all the time from my older clients. But doctor, I need my protein in the morning. Isn't bacon a good way to balance the carbs in oatmeal? It's a fair question, and I get the logic. But here's the truth. Processed meats like bacon and sausage can quietly undo all the health benefits of your otherwise nourishing breakfast. The problem with processed meats, even the ones that smell amazing, these breakfast staples, no matter how delicious, are heavily processed. That means they've been cured, salted, smoked, and packed with preservatives like nitrates and nitrites to enhance flavor and shelf life. Now, I know bacon brings back memories. Lazy Sunday mornings, the sizzle in the pan, that warm, smoky aroma. But as we age, our bodies become more sensitive to the hidden dangers lurking in those crispy strips. Here's what you might not know. A single serving of bacon or sausage can pack over 500 milligrams of sodium, which spikes blood pressure fast. The nitrates and nitrites used to preserve processed meats have been linked to inflammation, oxidative stress, and long-term damage to your heart, brain, and kidneys. These meats are also often high in saturated fats, which can raise bad cholesterol and increase the risk of cardiovascular disease, especially when combined with a carbohydrate-based food like oatmeal. In short, while oatmeal works to support your heart, processed meats are pulling in the opposite direction. It's like pressing the gas and brake pedals at the same time. How this impacts older adults more than you think. As a senior health advisor, I've seen how sodium and preservatives can hit harder after 60. Your kidneys, blood vessels, and metabolism all work a little differently than they did at 30 or 40. That morning plate of bacon might be contributing to swelling in the legs or hands, unexplained fatigue, brain fog or shortness of breath, flare-ups of high blood pressure or heart palpitations. And let's not forget, many pre-packaged breakfast sausages also sneak in added sugars, making your meal a double threat: high sodium and hidden sweeteners. What to eat instead? Better protein for better mornings. If you're looking to add satisfying protein to your breakfast without the downside, there are kinder, healthier alternatives. White heavy checkmark chopped nuts like walnuts, almonds, or pecans, rich in healthy fats, protein, and heart-friendly nutrients. White heavy checkmark natural peanut butter. Just a tablespoon stirred into your oats adds creaminess, protein, and satiety. Make sure it's unsweetened and free of hydrogenated oils. White heavy checkmark a boiled egg. Simple, clean, and much easier on your system than a processed sausage patty. White heavy checkmark plain Greek yogurt. As we covered earlier, it adds creaminess and protein without the sugar overload. These swaps don't just replace the processed meats. They upgrade your breakfast to a truly nourishing, anti-inflammatory start to your day. A personal note from me to you. I'm not here to take away your bacon forever. I know how powerful food memories are. The scent of sausage on a Sunday morning may remind you of family, comfort, and simpler times. But our needs change as we age, and breakfast isn't just a routine anymore. It's a tool to protect our hearts, our minds, and our energy. So, think of this as a gentle invitation. Not to give up what you love, but to find a better way to love your body in this season of life. Backhand index pointing right if this insight resonated with you. Give this video a thumbs up. Speech balloon comment below. Have you swapped out processed meats for something healthier? Bell, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more tips that honor your health, your wisdom, and your years. You've come this far. Let's keep walking forward, one smart breakfast at a time. What you should eat with oatmeal, smart additions for seniors. Let me start with a simple truth I often share with my senior patients. Oatmeal is not the problem. In fact, it can be one of the healthiest foundations for your morning if you build the right team around it. Think of your oatmeal bowl like a house. The oats are the foundation, strong, steady, full of potential. But what you put on top determines whether that house becomes a cozy, nourishing home or one that leaks energy and causes stress throughout the day. So let's walk through the best companions for oatmeal, especially if you're over 60 and want more energy, better digestion, sharper focus, and stronger heart health. 1. Berries, the heart and brain boosters. Let me tell you something I often remind my older patients. When it comes to aging well, the smallest fruits often bring the biggest benefits. And berries? They're tiny miracles in disguise. You see, whether it's blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, or blackberries, these colorful gems are far more than just a sweet topping for your oatmeal. They're packed with powerful compounds called anthocyanins, the natural pigments that give berries their rich red, blue, and purple colors. But beyond making your breakfast beautiful, anthocyanins are deep defenders of your health. Pushpin, here's what they do. They help reduce inflammation in your body, improve blood flow to your brain, and protect your heart. Studies even suggest that seniors who eat berries regularly may have better memory, slower cognitive decline, and a lower risk of Alzheimer's. Imagine that, your morning oatmeal becoming a memory-supporting ritual. And there's more. Unlike fruit juices that spike your blood sugar, whole berries are packed with fiber, and that fiber plays a crucial role. It slows down digestion, keeps your blood sugar steady, supports healthy digestion, and helps you feel full longer. That's a game changer if you're managing prediabetes or simply want to avoid those mid-morning energy crashes. Now let's talk practicality. Berries are gentle on the stomach, easy to chew, and naturally low in calories, which makes them perfect for seniors. You don't need a big serving, either. Just half a cup of fresh or frozen berries stirred into your oatmeal is more than enough to make a difference. And yes, frozen berries are just as good. In fact, they're often picked and frozen at peak ripeness, locking in nutrients, and saving you money at the same time. I often suggest my older clients keep a bag of frozen berries in the freezer. It's one of the simplest and smartest habits you can build. Want a tip from my breakfast table? I like to gently warm the frozen berries before adding them to the oats. Just a few seconds in the microwave. They soften, release a little juice, and turn the oatmeal into a warm, fruity comfort bowl that feels like a treat, but heals like medicine. Because here's the thing. Adding berries to your oatmeal isn't just a way to make it taste better. It's a way to care for your heart, nourish your brain, and give yourself the energy to move through the day with more clarity, more calm, and more confidence. So tomorrow morning, when you're standing at the kitchen counter, looking at that bowl of oats, pause for a moment. Reach for the berries, not just because they're healthy, but because they love your body back. This small act of kindness, done daily, adds up to a stronger, sharper, more vibrant you. 2. Chia seeds and walnuts, healthy fats for a sharp mind. One of the first things I share with older adults looking to protect their memory and boost their energy is this: don't fear fat, embrace the right kind. And two of the most powerful sources of smart fats you can add to your morning oatmeal are chia seeds and walnuts. Let's start with chia seeds. These tiny black specks may look insignificant, but they are absolute nutritional powerhouses. Just 1 tablespoon provides a solid dose of omega-3 fatty acids, fiber, and plant-based protein. For someone over 60, that's a winning combination. Why are omega-3s important? Because they help reduce inflammation, improve blood flow to the brain, and may even help slow down age-related cognitive decline. In other words, they support your memory, your focus, and even your mood. Chia seeds also absorb liquid, which means when you stir them into warm oatmeal, they form a gel-like texture that's soft, soothing, and easy on your digestion. This is especially helpful for seniors whose digestive systems may have slowed down over the years. And thanks to the high fiber content, chia seeds help keep things moving, something many of my older patients truly appreciate. Now let's talk about walnuts, often called brain food for good reason. Crack one open and look closely. The shape even resembles a human brain, and nature knows what it's doing. Walnuts are rich in plant-based omega-3s, magnesium, vitamin E, and powerful antioxidants that protect your brain cells from oxidative stress. Studies have shown that seniors who regularly eat walnuts may experience better cognitive function and slower mental decline over time. But here's the beautiful part. It's not just about the brain. The healthy fats and protein in walnuts also work hand in hand with the complex carbs in oatmeal to create a more balanced meal. This helps steady your blood sugar, prolong your energy, and reduce those frustrating energy crashes many older adults feel mid-morning. And adding walnuts to your oatmeal couldn't be easier. Just chop a small handful, about 1 to 2 tablespoons, and sprinkle them on top. They add a lovely crunch, a subtle nuttiness, and most importantly, real nourishment. Don't have walnuts? No problem. You can swap in almonds, pecans, or even a spoonful of natural peanut butter. Just be sure to read the label. Avoid added sugars or hydrogenated oils. Keep it close to nature, and your body will thank you. Let me share a quick story. One of my clients, a 72-year-old man who'd been struggling with afternoon fatigue, started adding chia seeds and walnuts to his oats every morning. After just a couple of weeks, he told me, "Doc, I feel sharper. I'm not reaching for coffee at 10 a.m. anymore." Sometimes, it's the smallest changes that make the biggest difference. So tomorrow morning, before you take that first bite of oatmeal, pause. Ask yourself, what can I add that loves me back? Because a spoonful of seeds and a handful of nuts aren't just toppings. They're tools to support your memory, calm inflammation, nourish your heart, and help you move through the day with clarity and strength. And that, my friend, is what smart aging is all about. 3. Cinnamon, the spice that stabilizes blood sugar and soothes inflammation. Let me tell you a secret that I often share with my senior clients. Sometimes, the smallest things make the biggest difference, and one of those small wonders is cinnamon. Yes, that same warm, fragrant spice you might have sprinkled on toast or stirred into holiday cider. But cinnamon isn't just for flavor. It's a powerful ally for your blood sugar, your brain, and your long-term health. As we age, our bodies become more sensitive to blood sugar spikes. What once felt like a harmless sweet treat in your 40s can now leave you feeling tired, foggy, or even irritable in your 60s or 70s. If you're living with prediabetes, type 2 diabetes, or high blood pressure, those sugar surges can quietly chip away at your well-being day after day. Here's where cinnamon steps in. Research shows that cinnamon can improve insulin sensitivity, helping your body process glucose more effectively. This means it can reduce the rise in blood sugar that happens after a meal, particularly when you're enjoying carbohydrate-rich foods like oatmeal. Just a quarter to half a teaspoon of ground cinnamon stirred into your morning oats can help stabilize your energy, prevent that mid-morning crash, and give your pancreas a break. But it doesn't stop there. Cinnamon is rich in polyphenol, natural compounds that work as antioxidants, protecting your body from the damage caused by inflammation and oxidative stress. And for older adults, reducing inflammation is more important than ever. It's linked to everything from joint stiffness and digestive issues to cognitive decline and heart disease. In fact, I've had clients tell me, "I didn't realize something so small could make such a big impact on how I feel." And they're right. When you pair cinnamon with oatmeal, you're not just creating a cozy, comforting breakfast, you're making a strategic health move. Even better, cinnamon adds a natural sweetness that can help you cut back on added sugars like honey, brown sugar, or maple syrup. This is a huge win for anyone watching their blood sugar or trying to lose that stubborn belly fat. Here's one of my favorite combinations. A warm bowl of oats, topped with apple slices, a sprinkle of cinnamon, and a handful of walnuts. It tastes like apple pie, but it's actually good for your heart, brain, and blood sugar. Now, a quick note. Not all cinnamon is created equal. If you're using it daily, try to choose Ceylon cinnamon, sometimes called true cinnamon. It's milder and contains lower levels of a compound called coumarin, which can be harmful in large amounts over time. And remember, it's not about perfection, it's about progress. Adding cinnamon is one of the simplest, gentlest changes you can make to your routine. A fragrant sprinkle each morning can be a small act of self-care, one that your future self will thank you for. So tomorrow, when you reach for your oatmeal, think of cinnamon not just as a spice, but as a gift to your body, a moment of warmth, and a smart step toward aging with strength and clarity. Let's take a moment to reflect on what we've learned today. We started with a warm bowl of oatmeal, something so many of us rely on to begin our day with comfort and care. But as we saw, what you pair with your oatmeal matters more than you might think. We uncovered 3 common foods that could silently be working against your health. Fruit juice, especially orange juice, that spikes your blood sugar before your day even starts. Flavored yogurt and sweetened plant-based milk, sneaky sugar bombs disguised as healthy choices. Processed breakfast meats like bacon and sausage, which bring salt, preservatives, and inflammation to your breakfast table. But we didn't stop there. We rebuilt your oatmeal bowl from the ground up, layer by layer, with love and wisdom. Berries that protect your heart and sharpen your memory. Chia seeds and walnuts, filled with healthy fats for strong joints and a clear mind. And cinnamon, the humble spice that quietly balances blood sugar and calms inflammation. These small changes may seem simple, but I promise you, they add up. Over time, they become habits. And those habits can shape how you feel, not just today, but for the months and years ahead. Speech Balloon, now I'd love to hear from you. What part of today's video surprised you the most? Was it the orange juice? The flavored yogurt? Or maybe the power of cinnamon? Let me know in the comments below. Your insight could inspire someone else to take that first step. Thumbs up if this video gave you clarity, comfort, or even just one useful idea. Please give it a like, share it with a friend, and subscribe to the channel. That's how we grow this community of strong, smart, and informed seniors who are choosing health, one thoughtful decision at a time. Thank you for spending this time with me. Take care of yourself and your breakfast, because you deserve energy, peace of mind, and the joy of feeling truly well. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, stay kind to your body. It's been kind to you for a long time.